Hey everybody, we're back with more Outriders. I've had a great day. I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to more grinding. Grinding is what we do. We grind, we grind, we grind. So let's get into it. Let's get into the game here. Let's get into the game here. Alright. Alright, get out of that. Loading. Alright, let me switch my character over. I was working on my trickster. I still need better weapons, but... And for anybody who wonders, you can see how far ahead my Technomancer is compared to everybody else. Because it's been the perfect class, and that's been the second best. And I'd like to get all of them much higher than they are. It's kind of funny, the spread that I have going on with these folks. But Technomancer is my grind machine. So here we go. Hey, King Girl. What are you doing, huh? What's my Apocalypse tier at right now? I'm working on... Oh, I'm, like, super close to 27. I'm probably within, like, a couple of points of 27. So let's jump in, huh? Hey, kitten. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Yeah, I see you. I see you. Look out. Here comes the turnip. He wants to play with you. Hmm? Yeah, we're super close to that next Apocalypse tier. Any mission we do now, we will get... And we'll manage to get the next tier. So let's... My riding team isn't here yet, so let's... Can I upgrade anything yet? I don't think so. I think I'm at the maximum. Let me double check. I think I'm at the maximum. Yeah, alright, so I gotta finish this last Apocalypse tier. So I'm gonna jump in, get this started, get it jump started. Let's see, the caverns are 75, 75, 78, so Time Worn Spire it is. Here we go. Moving on in. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Some time ago, Juno Scout...
We've seen all those before, haven't we? Let's just keep on going.
Looks like Kang's fighters have already set up camp.
He thought he was gonna run up on me there. He ain't gonna run up on nobody. Oh, you're up there. Oh, there's still a sniper out there somewhere. Yeah, no. Pretty satisfying. Excellent stuff. Good stuff. It's the kind of stuff that's really good. It's funny when they slide up like they're gonna be catching me off guard or something like that. How much damage I do when I'm on my level and I don't have somebody else to play with, because everything increases when you're playing with a larger party. And 26 is not that bad, honestly. I keep upgrading my gear. As long as I keep doing that, everything's fine.
Doesn't look like Kang had any luck breaking through. Must be reactivated.
Pattern, healing things and destroying things. No problem. bad at all. We got this. Simple stuff. I like simplicity. I don't like complicated things. I like things being simple. I'm a simple...
Gates open.
Alright, let's get up there. Do this sequence of various boss monsters.
The pack sure knew how to impress.
Betcha. Simple. Simple.
Tiago,
I like simple
monument's
things.
clear. I
I'm
got
a
the
simple
pod.
man.
You did it,
I
Outrider.
like simple
And
things.
Kang's fighters are on the run. For the time being.
Back in our lands, interfering again. Haven't you done enough, Outrider?
If you're still alive, clearly not.
You're clearly capable. I should have never doubted that. But everyone slips up
Outrider
eventually.
detected.
I know.
Even
Access
you.
granted.
And when you do, I'll be there to watch you fall.
Show your face sometime, Kang. And I might start taking you seriously.
Maybe. Probably not. Look at all that lovely, lovely loot. Alright, let's go back to camp, break this stuff down, raise our apocalypse tier, and start upgrading our gear. Things are going to get a little bit more difficult now with 27. Ooh, hitting that million almost. Let's get rid of all of it. We don't need it. Check the stash, make sure nothing went in there. 89, we did go up somewhere. I don't know what we put in there. Oh well. Alright, so let us dun da da da. Hold on, I gotta check on something. There's raccoons fighting outside. I think. Raccoons. Pretty sure. What is that? Deathscape. That's cool. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't like that. Dark Sacrifice. I'm not a big fan of that, but I guess if you had the right class, then that'd be fine. Interesting, though. Let's see. How do I lock that? There we go. I'm going to lock it for later. Let's start raising our gear. So we want to start with our guns, of course. expensive. Let's raise the attributes. That one. Raise the attributes. Oh, that one's still up at the 340, huh? Alright, so either our boots or our shirt we can probably do. That does the firepower. That one does the anomaly power. We'll do the anomaly power because as much as the firepower is good, this is really where most of our bread and butter is at. Okay. What are we looking at for our... We've got that much titanium. It's not enough to make up the difference yet, but what are we looking at for our stats? Ooh, we're looking fabulous. Fantastic. I'm feeling good. I am feeling good. Ooh, look at our armor. Our armor went up by a ton, too. In the 300,000s for both. My goodness. Alright. Spirit Apocalypse tier 27. $85. 81. 67. 86, but it's halved. No, I'm not doing that one. I was just looking at the highest that we'd done that on. 26, not bad. Alright, so probably Heart of the Wild, I would say. Yeah, Heart of the Wild. We always end up doing this one, but, you know, it's what gives us the resources. It's what gives us the resources.
Outrider.
Forging on ahead.
Juno's
Let's
people.
keep the area clear.
Beasts starving them.
You can see that bullet sponging is in. But I'm still doing alright, so. Don't be geniuses. Bonuses to anomaly power really make it. Because not only do I have the increase from my gear, but I've also got the increase from my ascension rank, and I'm going to keep pumping it into anomaly power until I have 10. Then we'll see what else we can put our money into. Put your money
More
where your
bodies
mouth is.
around an obelisk mechanism. Seems they were trying to activate it.
Scared money don't make none. your time. Thank you for your service. This rate will be up another ascension level pretty quick too. Roll, Grandma, fucking roll. Happen if you get in my circle. Should've never done that. It's taking so long. Come on, you little nub, get in there. Alright. Doing, little kitten. Huh? I got you. I got you. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Where's my turret? Like, come on. You can't shoot me. I'm an old man. I got nose hairs, and they get out of control. I gotta trim them. Too much information, I'm sure, but I'm an old man. Huh? What do you expect? What do you want from me? I'm an old man.
Outrider, I have the approximate location of a pod for you.
Hold on, I'm gonna scratch my nose, and I don't. Yeah. Ugh. Goodness. Whew. I'm not embarrassed, but man, I'm sure people don't want to watch me scratching my nose. Gotcha. Got the ammo built up.
There's the pod. But it looks like the forest has claimed it for itself.
Looks like the forest has claimed it for itself.
Whoa. Whole forest seems to be pissed at me. Where the hell did the pod go?
Alright, time to do a bunch of mini bosses. One after another.
You all look pretty angry, I get that. But I'm still gonna need that pod back.
I got your aggro, huh? Oh, those stupid things keep freezing me. Ugh. Stupid crawlers. guy's not even really a problem. He's in my face, but it's not really an issue. Crawlers will freeze you up. Really get to be problematic. No, there's one behind me. Luckily. I'm built for survivability. Still tough it out with all that stuff. Oh goodness. There we go. Very nice. They're just irritating more than anything.
Juno, I found the pod. And the beast responsible
Why
for
do you
your
keep-
missing people. Beasts were too quick. Never gave them time to
I'm
react.
trying to
Thank
get
you,
the
Outrider.
flame off me. And it says
We
menu,
can finally
menu,
put them
menu.
to
You
rest.
want to go to the menu, don't you? No, I don't. I don't want to go to the menu. I
Outrider
just want to
detected.
roll the
Access
flames
granted.
off, huh? Let's go back. Almost at that 1 billion damage. Almost at that billion damage mark. Alright, where am I looking at? I'm looking at... So let's trade in some titanium. Let's trade in about 100,000 titanium. About that much. That'll do. That's close enough. And that will get us this. There we go. So now we just have the hat, the gloves, the pants, and the lumberjack. $340. $340. Let me guess. $340. Yep. And the gun. $340. All right. But we're getting there. We are getting there. Ooh. Everything's looking fantastic. Come on. There you go, buddy. $77, 69, and Boomtown is going to be less, so it's going to be the Marshland Caverns. Gonna be the Marshland Caverns. Yeah, don't tell me what you're gonna tell me. I don't want to hear it.
Damn it. Corrigan pushed too far with the mining, and his people are dead.
Come on, guys.
Now I know what shoot up Corrigan miners.
Grind never stops. You guys didn't get me that time. Excellent, good stuff. Build up my ammo. Make sure I have enough ammunition. Alright, here we go. On we plow.
I'll be damned. That's a pod. And there's a lot of monsters thinking they're new monsters.
Ugly looking bird, let me tell you that. For a boss monster. Very upset. That's fine. In the face, huh? How do you like it getting
Area's
punched
clear.
in the face?
Well done, Outrider. I can send my people back in.
What will you use the metal for? Weapons?
I've got enough munitions to kill everything on this planet 3 times over. I've been thinking people are ready to start doing real business. They're desperate for some official coinage, preferably the kind with my face on it.
Nothing changes, does it?
Outrider detected. Access granted.
There's another ascension level. Getting real close to another ascension level. But, oh, excuse me, pardon me. Yeah, I don't need that. 220, so I'm getting higher, getting closer. I'm already pretty high. Alright, I'm gonna go get a snack. Okay. Got a snack. This is what I'm aiming for. Because once I get that built up, probably do that. So I can start doing more damage to the big guys. But I should probably start focusing on leeching so I can keep my health going. The higher this difficulty gets, the more important that's going to become. So it's a tough choice, either between the leech or doing some more damage to the big guys. Either one of those would be good too, to be honest. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Chances are, though, probably I'm going to focus on the elite damage bonus. I think that's probably the best bet. Because I got my healing wave, I can stay alive in a pinch if I need to. I use that mostly for my turret, to extend the lifespan of the turret, so it stays out pretty much infinite until I'm finished with the fight. So I think that's fine, but it's hard to predict just how the end game is going to go, you know? $67, $81. Back to the mountain outpost. Again. It gets us the most resources, so we need it. We gotta maximize our resources.
Altered, I understand you're looking to collect the pods that came raining down. I spotted one for you, but you're not going to like where it landed. Right up near the peak of the mountain. And God knows what else is up there. With luck, you can reach it before the insurgents
Seems Dunham
do.
has an insurgent problem on her back porch. What are they doing up here?
that guy.
The way through to the peak is blocked. Must be a way past it. Whoa, crap! I just unleashed a hellhole into that tunnel.
Game one. Hey, you missed that first guy with the
Looks clear. Time to head for the
clear.
peak.
Time to head up to the peak. Peak and peak. Yeah, you pull in that energy. Nobody cares. Big dumb energy. That's what you got. Big dumb energy. Ascension level 50. Which would be impressive if there weren't 200 ascension levels. So we are 1/4 of the way through. Alright, awesome. Yeah, Leaper Whisper, just let me finish up this mission here. I'm just about done. And I will generate a code for you. I do not mind at all, brother. Or sister. You know, I'm not really assuming.
There's the pod. Good
It's 2026. You can be whatever you want. Yeah, let me finish up. I'm just at the end here, so I'm going to finish this up and then we'll see what we got. Anything with knockback is really what's most annoying. The damage isn't bad. You can usually manage the damage. You know. You got the riding. But knockdown and knockback is so irritating. So many enemies out of it. And they can hit you from so far away, too. It's just annoying. That's all. Not a huge problem. That's fair. That is fair. That is fair. I ain't gonna judge. I don't really worry too much about it most of the time. I mean, I grew up at a time where you just, it wasn't a big deal. And I get how some people think it's a big deal, and I understand. I'm not. We are what we are. Whatever. That's the most I'm going to get into it, because I don't get into those kind of topics on this. This is for gaming. This isn't for politics or ideologies or whatever. We're here to take in and have fun, right? So I don't get into that kind of stuff. I make a joke here and there, but that's about as far as I usually get with it. There's enough of that kind of stuff out in the world, on the internet, and wherever. We don't need to have it in our gaming space. We're here to have some fun, have a chill time, shoot some things in the face, you know. There's no reason to muck it up with anything else. Alright, guy. We're pretty close, to be honest. I mean, I'm 43, so... Once you get to, like, an age about it, it's just like... Why worry about it? You know? There's so many other things in life to worry about, you know? But that's just me. On to the game. I'm gonna finish this boss monster setup. Then I'm gonna have to get in here and do some high level stuff. Real mad at me. Not happy with this one. Get me though. That's right, you go ahead and fight the turret. take your attention off the done. Hey, everything's done. Perfect. Excellent.
Hey, Dunham. Looks like the insurgents found the monsters here while looking for the pod. They blocked the passage and trapped the creatures here.
That's why the insurgents have been camped up there.
Let's see what we got.
But with what end goal?
Probably try to wait them out.
I say that every
So
time, and I don't even keep
Detected.
anything with this character
Access
because my
granted.
gear setup is
Good
choice.
work, Altered. And thank you for clearing that infestation. You've
We
made
got a
my
new
life
follower.
easier
Let's
for
see what we
about
got.
7 minutes.
Leave from darkness. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. I'm going to be up to 50 followers very soon, and that'll be awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you who tune in and watch me do this repetitively every day. This has been like the one game I've been playing for weeks now, because that's what people want to see, and I respect it. I'm glad there's a community around this game. I was really surprised that this was the game that people wanted to see me play. Ah, there's that billion damage. I broke that billion damage threshold. That's awesome. Let me get rid of this stuff here. Let me spend my ascension point, and then we will bring in Leaper Whisper. Do that. Alright, let me generate a code. Turn my game privacy open. And generate the game code. It always says that first time. There we go. Alright. Sip my scotch a little bit too hard there. Wonder who that. Hey, there's another 275. I wonder how many people are at this level with you. I wonder. Because I'm here, but again, I took a break for a while. And I didn't, unless this is you, because I thought you were T-Device, but maybe you're Shredder Whisperer, because you're Leaper Whisper. Or maybe that's just a coincidence. Maybe that's a coincidence. I think it's a coincidence. Oh, nope, it's not. You got your name changed. Alright, makes sense. I was going to say, how many people are at this level? Makes sense. I'm going to give you a salute. Let's see, what do we got here? We got the depths, we got the spire, got the homestead, we got the wellspring. Let's do the spire. Might as well do that. You changed your look a little bit.
Some time ago, Juno Scout...
Yeah, we've all seen that already. Let's just get going.
Looks like Kang's fighters have already set up camp.
him down the loop. Alright, you want to shot me in the back? You did. Run off and snipe it. There we go. I went back and I tinkered with my my trickster a little bit also. She's still not anywhere near as high as these levels, but I played around with some things and I think she's getting better. So I just have to get her better guns. Her guns aren't that great, but she's not at the level where she starts putting together good guns yet. So I'm dealing with just mediocre RNG, whatever they give me.
There's a sealed gate leading to the monument. Doesn't look like Kang had any luck breaking through.
Nah, he didn't have any luck with it, but we did. Much faster. Like the only real difference when you add other people to the party is that the monsters get to be even more bullet spongy. Because they're still, like, I'm still dealing about the same level of damage and I'm still doing about the same level of survivability, but it's just they take
The pack sure
so
knew
much
how to
more
impress.
as far as how much you can pump into them. Boss monster sequence. Good stuff. Collect loot.
Tiago, the monument's clear. I got the pod.
You did it, Outrider. And Kang's fighters are on the run. For the time
Outrider
being.
detected. Access granted.
Back in our lands, interfering again. Haven't you done enough, Outrider?
You're still alive.
Collect
Clearly
all the
not.
stuff.
You're clearly capable. I should have never doubted that. But everyone slips up
I really hate that
eventually. Even you.
that fern. I'm
gonna shoot the shit
out of it.
I'll be there to watch you fall.
Show your face
Luke.
sometime, Kang. And I might
Let's get
start
out of here.
taking you seriously.
Loading, 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 loading. Okay, clear out all this excess stuff that I don't need. Get rid of it. Alright, let's see what's next. We'll do Scorched Lands for a change of pace. We haven't done that one yet, so we'll do that one. A little bit of variety. Got to change it up here and there and make it interesting. Loading, loading, loading. All right.
The Pilgrim
Works for
camp
me.
is suffering.
We'll blaze through this and then you can do what you do. Appreciate you jumping in. Spending the time hanging out. this one has such wide open areas. A lot of times you feel like you're kind of closed. This one has a lot of wide open spaces. There's a lot of room to move. That's enough out of them. Zooming on through.
There's a pod here. Damn thing crashed into the pipe.
Get to the pump. Turn that on. Draw the water.
The flood's cleared up. I can reach the pod now.
Oh, got boss monsters to do. Almost forgot about them. There we go. Good stuff.
All right, Zahidi. I found one of our pods. And as a
We'll
bonus,
collect the
we can all
stuff,
start
go back to
bathing again.
camp.
Excellent.
Outrider
That
detected.
water's gonna be a lifesaver,
Access
Outrider.
granted.
I'll be sure to bring people the good news.
And then you can do what you gotta do. Appreciate you hanging out. Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks to Leaper Whisperer here on Twitch and in the game here, Shredder Whisperer. Had a good time. Always have a good time. Always looking forward to another match, so. Let's clear out our inventory. Clear out that stuff. How close are we to the next apocalypse tier? We're getting there. What do our resources look like? Hey, you know what? We all got things we got to do. You know, I am mad about it. There's not like a 1,000 hours in a day that you can sit around playing games, right? I get it. My time is always super... Like, right now, for me, it is almost 1 in the morning. So it's super late for me, and this is the only time block I have. I don't have time during the day, so I get it. You got to take your time when you can get it. Let's see, what do we got next? Do we want to do the hat next? I think so, because we want that anomaly power and we want the cooldown reduction. So that's 340. Let's do that. Let's boost our attributes. Very nice. So we've got 109 left, and we have to raise our lumberjack, our gloves, and our pants. And all of those are going to take 300 plus thousand. Let's see where we're at now, though. Ooh. Goodness. Almost 6... That's 5,500% skill damage bonus. My goodness. That anomaly power is ridiculous. I can even imagine how high this is going to be once I get farther along and I get to be around the same level range as Leaper Whisperer, up in like the 70s. It's going to be a ridiculous stat. Like, it's going to look crazy. That's what we're working towards, though. We are working towards the highest that we can go. We want to be the maximum effort, as Deadpool would say. Man, we're looking good. Looking spiffy. Alright. Let's see. How much titanium do we have? We've got 71. Not enough to make a difference converting. So let's go find something else. What do we got? The same setup. Heart of the Wild. Mountain Outpost. Coliseum, but that's mostly for loot. So it's looking like it's going to be Heart of the Wild again. But that's fine. We do what we do. So let's jump on in. This will probably be our last one too, honestly, because we're at the
Outriders,
last
some time ago, the night sky was lit up by a pod that
10
landed
minutes
a few miles from our
of the
camp.
stream. We try to stick to 2 hours just as a policy. But we'll go over and under sometimes, but 2 hours roughly. That way I can play some games that are not on the stream that people don't like to watch that I like to play.
Juno's people. Beasts, gods.
Wow, look at the difference in Bullet Sponge between that and what it was a minute ago. Frozen. Let it go, let it go, it'll shoot you in the face. And he's dead. Good riddance to you, sir. On we plow.
More bodies around an obelisk mechanism. Seems they were trying to activate it.
It seems they were trying to activate it. It's a good game. I like it. It does take a little bit to get into it. Like, the early levels, sometimes, until you get some really solid gear, it does feel like a bit of a struggle, but it's a fun game. I've been playing it for however long it's been out now. So. It's an underrated game. I mean, it has its flaws, but as far as the type of game it is, I think it does the best out of similar games. I like it more than I like Destiny. I like it more than I like Anthem. Yeah, actually, let me finish up this run here, and I'll generate a code, and we can see if we can boost you up a little bit. Because I've had people who've been doing that for me lately, so... There's two ways we can do it. If you join my game, you're going to be playing on a higher level, probably. And so, chances are you're going to get probably killed a lot, if you're okay with that, but you'll get a lot of experience. But, I can join your game if you generate a code. The only difference is that I'll probably be murdering everything. And you won't get a lot of kills. But you will get the experience. So, the class is really kind of, it takes a little while to find what is the right class. Like, this one that I'm playing right now, this is the Technomancer. This was the last class that I played, because I have a character of every Hey, you know what? If you don't mind, like, dying every few seconds, I can bring you into my game. I'll do my best to try to keep you revived, but I can't guarantee it. But you'll get experience. You will get experience for it. So, but anyway, Trickster is not Trickster. Trickster is my second favorite. I still have things I have to do to get that viable. But this has been my most successful. It just depends on your playstyle. If you play with me, you'll get experience, and I don't know if you'll get gear on your level, though. You might get gear on my level, which won't help you out for a while. If you just started, you're going to be a ways away from it. So it might be better, actually, if I jump into yours, and then we just put the difficulty as high as you set it. Whatever your highest difficulty is, we'll push it up there, and we'll just bulldoze through everything. Do you have the end game unlocked, or are you still just playing the story? Which the story is good, but if you have just the story, then we'll just blaze all the way through it, like as fast as we can get. Can we? I mean, that's up to you, of course. The enemies do scale a little bit if you're in a party, but again, if you're real low level and I'm at the tier that I'm at, it's ridiculous. Oh, okay. Alright. So then just the question is, do you want to get high level gear, or do you want to just get through the end game? If you're going to do the story on another character, then we can just, whatever your initial character is, we'll just play it on through it. We'll get you to the end game stuff. You can start doing upgrades and things. That should be fun. As soon as I'm done with this run, we'll get that all set up, and we'll just tear through everything. We'll just tear it up. Because over the last couple weeks, I've played with people on my level, I've played with people under my level, I've played with people way over my level, and it's just a good time all around. everything scales appropriately, so you get what you get, and
Outrider, I have the approximate location of a pod for you.
they did well with the infrastructure for this game. I'll say that they really did well with it. They put a lot of thought into it. Yeah, I mean, you can join my game, and I don't think it'll be a problem. I think the game will let you. So once we get out of here, I'll generate a. Because this is what I'm doing. I'm doing endgame right now. I'll generate a game first for you. And you just gotta use that game. As soon as I'm finished with this run, I'm gonna do it while in the middle of it. Fair enough, we'll do it that way then. We'll do it. Almost to the end of this. I have this encounter to do, and then I think I have the boss encounter. So then, as long as you can wait a few more minutes, I'll get back to camp and I'll get it. I can probably set my story back to the camp before the DLC, because the end game comes in two parts. You can do these pod missions, which is one part of the end game, without having the DLC. You can't do the city Taya Guitar without the DLC, but again, I believe if I set my storyboard to the end of the main game, I don't think you have to have the DLC for that. I don't think we have to worry about it, so. For base game, it's the pods. You go out and you do these pod missions, and you collect the pod resources, and you just keep boosting your apocalypse tier. The end game for the DLC is the city, the Taya Guitar, where you have to go through various sections of the city, and you do that more for class gear.
But it looks like the forest has claimed it for itself.
If it'll let you. If it'll let you. I don't know if it'll let you without the DLC, but we can try it. If it doesn't, we'll just do the pods, but either way, you know.
Whoa. The whole forest seems to be pissed at me. Where the hell did the pod go?
Because I'm not aware of where they draw the line on the DLC. Like, I don't know if I can pull you into it or not, but... Oh yeah, we'll do the pods. Because that's what I've been doing. They're repetitive, but you get a lot of resources, you get a lot of gear.
Y'all look pretty angry, I get that. But I'm still gonna need that pod back.
This is the last set of encounters. So once I finish all these, I've got a few boss monsters here, and then I can get back to camp, and I can reset the story points where it's just the pod and not the city. And then we can get back. I like the pyro. My pyro isn't very high. I have a character of every class, but my highest level is this one, and my second highest is my trickster, which is about half. And my pyro and my devastator are both like real low. Because this ended up being the class rule, and that's how it works out. Once you get into the groove of it. Oh, yeah, let me... Hold on. My bad. I probably have my volume settings, out of order. I can probably switch it over. I don't have the monitoring on, so I can't tell where my volume is versus the game, so... I can take it. Once I'm not dealing with a bunch of monsters. My turret's on. Let me adjust that in my settings over here. My OBS settings.
Juno, I found the pod. And the beast responsible for your missing people.
Alright, that should be a little bit better volume-wise.
Never gave him time.
I didn't realize I'd had the volume turned up. I think I was playing around with it and I didn't pay attention to it. Nobody had mentioned it yet, so I appreciate you mentioning that for quality control purposes. Let me grab my gear.
Outrider detected. Access granted.
I haven't played that yet. I haven't played Defiance. And I haven't played... What's the other new one? It's not... It's Outriders or something like that. I haven't played some of those other ones yet. I'm usually not a big fan of like online multiplayer stuff because I usually don't play with others. Hence my shirt. But oh well, that figures. Yeah, I haven't really played a lot of. I played Destiny when it first came out because I thought it was going to be better than it was, and they kept messing it up. And then I didn't play Destiny 2. I played Star Wars Galaxies back in the day for a while, and that was interesting. But generally, I'm not into big like online stuff with people. I pick and choose. Yeah, that makes sense. Destiny was the game for a while. Alright, let me generate you a game code for matchmaking. There's your code. Yeah. And Bungie, they kind of took advantage of that too. Like, they kind of bullied a lot of those other smaller games. I think I might have gotten into more games of a similar type if depending on the game's landscape, but because I was never much into multiplayer stuff, I didn't pay enough attention to it. So I tried playing Elder Scrolls Online for a while. If you don't have a big group, let's see, looks like that's a G. It is a G. Elder Scrolls Online, if you don't have a big enough group, then you don't do very well. Didn't get into World of Warcraft or any of those kind of things. I'm real picky. I'm mostly a solo player. I'm mostly a solo player, I'll say that, but... Oh. Well, then let me, hold on. I probably have to reset my story. Hold on. I didn't think about that. I did say that. I gotta... Let me, reset my story part. And I'll do it again. Because right now I'm in the DLC story stuff. So let me... Main story. And let me go to the end game for this. Okay. So this... Let me see if I can do a game code again from here. And it should let you join now, I think. Let me go in and try it again. Since I'm not on the city. Let's see, where is the...
Still don't understand how they went back in.
There we go. Okay. So let me generate another game code and try again. We'll see if it lets you join in. Because now I'm not on the DLC content. I should be only on the main game content. Unless they've made a change since the game rolled out where you can only do anything end game with the DLC. But I don't think... I haven't heard about that, but there we go. There we go. It looks like it's letting you join in. I'm going to wait until it shows that you're in the party for sure before I get out of this menu. There we go. Perfect. All right. Wow, you did just start. I can see your level. You don't even have, like, the armor yet. You're just in the basic gear. I did play a little bit of Dying Light. I did like some of Dying Light. I didn't get too into it, but I did like some of it. Alright, let's see. Mountain... He does, kinda. I never thought about that. We're gonna do the mountain outpost. This is gonna be tough. So... But you should get some experience out of this. You'll get some gear out of it. I'll try to see if I can keep you healed on things. I kind of move on automatic, so we're gonna do our best here. I haven't played with a player difference of this level on either end, so I don't know how much damage it's gonna let you do. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a good learning experience. Yeah, I'll probably end up drawing most of the aggro.
Altered, I understand you're looking to collect the pods that came raining down. I spotted one for you. But
Here's
you're
some
not going
story
to like where it
cutscene
landed.
if you're interested in that. Not
Right
that it
up
matters a
near the
whole
peak of
lot
the
because you don't
mountain.
know until you get there,
God
but
knows what else is up there. With luck, you can reach it before the insurgents do.
alright. Let's get into it.
Seems Dunham has an insurgent problem on her back porch. What are they doing up here?
Because with multiple players, it's going to increase a little bit of the difficulty for me as well. Even if you're on a lower difficulty, it won't be more than I can handle, but it'll add more health and things to the enemies. There's a couple of snipers up there, so I'm going to lurk around here until my abilities take them out. There we go. Where are those guys going? I think they're going straight for you. That's funny. They're like, hey, let's get this guy. See, they're not nice. They're mean. Mean guys over here. They're playing mean girls. Mean girls. That darn government always picking on me. Oh, you mad, huh? You mad, mad boy? I got you. Okay. There we go. Pushing up. Pushing up. Got a little mini boss over here. He's not much to worry about. He's just going to be a bullet sponge. Yeah, get your shots in while you can. Might as well play with your abilities a bit. Because the amount of damage that I'm dealing to them, I'll usually draw enough aggro to keep them off you. Excellent. Making the progress.
This peak is blocked. Must be a way past it.
I saw you hide up there and was like, I don't know if I should open this door because he's right up there. And then all the beasties come out. Hey, what are you doing back there? Don't be after him. Yeah, I do play Skyrim. Well, you know, not as regularly as when it first came out, but My favorite game, to be honest, is Dead Space 2. The whole Dead Space franchise is excellent. Dead Space 2 is my favorite of the series. I tried playing Callisto Protocol. I finished it, but it wasn't quite as good. It had some game mechanics that were iffy. But Dead Space is my jam. Like, big fan of Dead Space. Borderlands, I play a lot of Borderlands. I haven't played the new one yet. I don't want to spend that much money on it, because I don't think it's going to be as good. Let me go back and get some ammunition here. I'm kind of low. Diablo 3, I do also play Diablo 4, although I'm kind of grumpy with Diablo 4 because they keep changing it. Every update makes all your stuff invalid. But I do play Diablo 3. I think I'm pretty high up in Diablo 3. I don't remember what my level is there. I'm in the Paragon levels, a couple hundred levels up. I just don't remember where I'm at with it. I pick that up every so often. I was really big into it for a while, and then I go back and forth with it. Kinda. Yeah, this is, I think the city is more like the Rifts, because the city is more like a separate story. Once you do the DLC and you get into the city, you get to do different areas of the city, and eventually you get to like a final boss, and then you get part of the end story of the entire thing. But these are kind of like Destiny Strikes, I guess you could say, is the closest equivalent I could say, but pretty close. They're trying to do some aggro on you. He's after you. He's chasing you.
Time to head for the peak.
All right. There we go. Gonna be a lot of monsters up here. Yeah, you're right. There are advantages. There are advantages to not having all the extra gear. You can just blaze around. We could, yeah, I could easily, if you're just trying to speedrun stuff, I could lower the difficulty by, well, a lot, because considering that there's such a big difference. We could lower it down to like 10 or something like that, and you'd still probably be getting a lot of experience out of it, so after we finish this run, we could definitely do that. It'll be real quick, though, like, it'll be, like, you'll see the difference. You will see the difference in the difficulties. Yeah, we'll do that. As soon as this one's over, I'll go back and I'll lower my difficulty down to like 10 or 12 or something like that. Something real super low for me. And we'll just breeze through everything. Oh, they got you. Let me see if I can bring you up. I think I can. Yep. Yeah, the birds are awful. Like, the knockdown in this game is really a thing to watch out for, because so many of the bigger creatures have a ridiculous knockdown ability. So that's what really gets you. Yeah, that's another thing too, like some of the real big boss type monsters, they will basically be like heat-seeking missiles. They will hit you wherever you are, and it's so irritating. Even if you're a high level and you can take the damage and it doesn't really bother you that much, it's just annoying because it takes a few seconds out and you gotta sit there and recover, and then they hit you again. These guys are bullet sponging like crazy. Going through my ammo like nobody's business. Alright. I think this is the last section of this. Pretty sure. There's a little corridor up here. No, this is it. Yeah, this is the last spot.
There's the pod. Good call, Dunham.
Depending. I mean, early on, until you get the good gear, every difficulty increase is going to feel like a huge increase. Once you get a solid set of gear that complements your playstyle, and that complements your skills and things, then it lessens the impact of the difficulties a little bit. As long as you keep with the upgrades and the gear and everything. You'll see the difference, though. Like, once we get into it, you'll see the difference. It is a noticeable difference. Unlike some games where if you raise the difficulty by 1, it doesn't seem like a whole lot. This game, you can see that there's a dramatic difference. We'll do our best to make sure that you get the gear and everything. I don't remember how it apportions gear based on like your party level. I think it tries to give everybody gear for where they're at within a level or two, but we'll see what happens after this. I know I was just playing with somebody who was at max level, who's got 200 points in Ascension rank at 75 Apocalypse tier, and I was still getting gear to my level, but we're playing on my game. I wasn't playing on his game, so we'll have to see, because I haven't seen what the reverse is like. Oh, did he get you? Let me see if I can get to you. Whoop. Yeah, the turret is really helpful. There's some of these little guys over here. Come on, you crawlers. I'm surprised you're drawing as much aggro as you are from these guys, but you're doing pretty good though. Like, you've only gotten down like twice, which is pretty good for the level difference, to be honest. Come on, birds. Come on, birds. Yeah. Like I said, the knockdown is the worst because they'll hit you, and then they'll keep hitting you afterwards. I might be able to get you. Let me see here. Alright, okay, hold on. What do you guys do? Alright. And see, now there's the boss. And a whole more squad of things. Because that seemed like it was a big deal, but now you got a boss monster. Try to keep his attention on me. Oh, well, I said I would try and I didn't do very well, did I? He went right after you, didn't he? He's still chasing you. He's like, I want that guy. Yeah, like I said, we'll turn down the difficulty. We'll see if we can get you some stuff that's closer to where you're at. it does take a while for the game naturally to kind of just really give you what you need for a good build, though. It's... depending on the class, though, like this class, I think I started getting things figured out sooner. Whereas some of the other classes, it took longer. I'm trying to keep his attention. He just keeps wanting to go after you. Like every couple of seconds, he's like, no, I want this guy. He's a bullet sponge. He's got increased health because we're in a party. So if you're playing solo and you were at my level, he wouldn't be quite this difficult. But you get higher experience fighting in a group versus fighting solo by a small amount. So that's why they kind of increase this kind of stuff. Man, he's just absorbing the damage, too. It's ridiculous. And birds, of course. Get out of here, birds. Come on, pay attention to me. Don't fight him. Well. It was the bird that got you again, wasn't it? Yep. Yeah, I don't think he'll let me get you this time. Not unless I can freeze him. Let's see. There we go. Alright. He is a pain in the ass. Come on, dude. Just fall over and die. Just fall over and die. Come on. You're almost there. You're almost there, sir. No, 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 don't look at him. Look at me. Come on. Where you at? That was a weird sort of glitchy thing that happened. Right. You're almost dead. Come on. You're so almost dead. You're just so close. Just be dead, please. There we go. Whew. Goodness. The one good thing about this is you're going to get a bunch of pod resources, and the pod resources are going to come in handy once you get to endgame, so you'll be holding on to that for later. You won't need those to upgrade your gear until you get to a certain level. Then you'll need them to upgrade everything. Oh, see? It just gave you like 3 levels. Like, boosted you to 10. Hey, you got stuff. You got clothing now. Look at all that. You're not wandering around like a nudist. We can go back to camp and you can take a look at what you got. That'll help with the story too. Like if you take this character and you go solo the story, then you'll breeze through a lot of it. Come on, game. Finish up here. There we go. Let me get rid of all my excess gear that I don't need. See? Other than your hot pants. Alright, let me set the Apocalypse tier lower. We're going to set it to 10. So that should make things a little bit easier. It's not going to be... It'll make it... We'll probably tear right through everything. So... And you should still be able to get stuff around your level, so... Let's do... I'm going to get almost no resources, but that's not a problem. I don't mind. Let's do the chem plant. Fair enough. Works for me. You'll see the difference, though. Like, you're gonna see the difference. It's dramatic. And there's 40 total difficulty levels. Like, there's 40 total difficulty levels, and they get just ridiculous. I'm just over halfway. 40 difficulties, 200 ascension points. Yeah, pretty close. And your guns can get up to level 75, your gear.
I need you to disable their operation. Push your way through the slums, reach that chemical plant, and terminate any bastards.
Alright, let's just get in there. This is going to be a little sad, I think. Oh, they must have just got you. Must have been a stray spot. Yeah, they'll still deal damage to you because they're still higher than you are, but as far as us just getting through here, we're just going to tear through most of this. Yeah, went up a level again. Easy peasy. This is pretty funny. Ooh, well, that was an experience. They're gonna come out those doors back there, so you might want to watch out.
Damn it. More of them.
That was
That matches
sad.
your blueprints for the plant. The elevator should
That
lead
was
to the heart of
sad.
the facility.
All I'm missing is some other movie music. Whatever that thing is, that's what should disable it.
We're gonna get creatures, and we're gonna get those guys coming out of these various doors around us.
Whoa.
Mini boss. Much easier than before. Now I think we're gonna have the main boss encounter, which is gonna be creatures. There we go. Much faster.
Shira, about those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning
The loot's
power
down
supply.
this ways.
What did you do with it?
It's disabled. I'll see if Zahidi can't take a look at it. And I found a pod down here.
Outrider
You
detected.
saved some lives today,
Access
Outrider.
granted.
I would expect nothing less from you.
There you go. You went up another couple levels. Bunch of gear. Back to camp. Time to do it again. Hey, kitten, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing, buddy? Right. I got time for one more, so we can do one more run, and then I gotta be done for the night. Let me see, how much resources do I have anyway? I don't have enough. Alright. You got a full outfit now, you got pants. You got pants. Hey, everybody, look, he's got pants. He's got pants. Let's see what we got. Accept. Absolutely. If you see me on, like, I'm usually playing this pretty regularly nowadays because this is what people want to watch on the stream, so I get good views on it. Occasionally, I'll be playing with somebody who's higher than me, so you might have to deal with that once in a while, but it's a good time.
In the end, only Monroy and a small group of them survived the slaughter outside the walls.
Let's do
They
the
hid in
Time-Worn
Caravel for
Spire.
decades, waiting for rescue from the Flores.
So sorry to
Yeah, because the more experience you get, the more you can play around with your abilities, and the more you can kind of build that setup that you're looking for and kind of get into it. Because it took me, like I said, this was the last character I made, and it's been the most successful. It took me going through every other class to get to this one, and this is the one that was like, yeah, this is the one I'm good at. All the other ones are lower level because they're more difficult for me. But, you know, it just takes time. It just takes a lot of experimentation. You got to get the various gear combinations and all that kind of good stuff. It should, yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't penalize you. It shouldn't penalize you at all.
Looks like Kang's fighters have already set up.
Because you can go back to any point in the story that you've unlocked at any point. So, since you've just started the story, then you're just going to have wherever you were at. And you can adjust that at any point. There's no penalties. Anything that you've unlocked from the end game down, you can just go ahead and play whenever. Which is nice. It's a nice feature, along with like the transmog and all the good stuff you can do for the armor. So you can have whatever kind of look you want. You can have whatever playstyle you want. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? you can adjust the story difficulty manually. I think it'll stay at whatever you had it at. It goes up a certain amount naturally, but for the most part, it's something that you can set. Like for you, I don't know if you have to start with the world tiers first, or if you can automatically start with the apocalypse tiers. But regardless, it'll let you, you should be able to adjust it as you go. I don't know how much you have to unlock without actually doing it on your own first. Like, I don't know how this will affect that. But you can always replay as the difficulty goes up. Hey, I got an ascension point. Nice. Leave him alone. What are you doing? Bad monsters, what are you doing? Get a restock.
There's a sealed gate leading to the monument. Doesn't look like Kang had any luck breaking through. Must be a way to activate it.
Once you start getting into like legendary guns and stuff, that's when things are going to be interesting. You're going to have a lot of fun with that. All the different abilities that you get from the guns. See, where are you at? Oh, there you are. I got you. Random chance. The legendary weapons? Nah. You can get those during the main game. It's just, you don't start earning them until you get to a certain difficulty level. You'll drop the greens and the blues for the most part early on, and then eventually you'll get the purples. And then after the purples, you'll start getting the brown, gold colored ones. I don't know. They made some weird decisions with it. It's not perfect. I'll tell you, it's not a perfect game. I like it, and I have a lot of fun with it, and it's in my list of not necessarily favorite games, but definitely something that I don't mind playing all the time. But they made some goofy kind of like with the collision and with, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but no friendly fire. You're right. Like, why would they have collision but no friendly fire? I don't know.
How to impress.
It's more positives than it is negatives, which is why I keep playing it. I've said it a few times on the stream before. It's one of the few games that once you start getting the gear and the skills and everything that really can define your character, you really start feeling powerful, even at high difficulties. Once you start getting to where you can increase the difficulties at will, you start feeling like Square Enix, believe it or not. Square Enix and People Can Fly. People Can Fly, who did Bulletstorm. I don't know if you ever played Bulletstorm, but People Can Fly did that, and Square Enix, and they do mostly like role-playing games, like Final Fantasy and stuff, which is crazy. Yeah, there's a little bit of a disconnect in like what's good and what's not so good with this game, but it's more positive than negative. That's what I gotta say. Once you get to that level where you feel powerful, you stay feeling powerful. Even if it's difficult, you still feel like, I can pull through, I can do it. It's just getting to that level is kind of tricky, but once you do, it's a good time. These bugs are as bad as the birds if you get close. Hey, this guy's in my face. Either way. But yeah, the bugs are as bad as the birds. Hey, nice. Alright.
Tiago, the monument's clear. I got the pod.
You did it, Outrider. And Kang's fighters are on the run. For the time being.
Back in our land, interfering again.
There, so you got a couple more levels.
Done enough, Outrider?
If you're still alive, clearly not.
You're clearly capable. I should have never doubted that. But everyone slips up eventually, even you. And when you do, I'll be there to watch you
Head back
fall.
to camp.
Show your face sometime, Kang. And I might start
Clear out
taking
whatever
you
gear you want to clear out. What are you guys doing? There, see, you're starting to get a look now. You went from having no pants to having a skull face. Come on, finish loading. What are you doing, game? There we go. Let's get rid of... not for specific loot. Not usually in this. In the city, for the DLC, the different areas you do can give you chances at different class-specific armor or things of that nature. Like, you can get class-specific chest pieces from a certain area, class-specific helmets from a different area. So in order to do that, though, you got to have the DLC. So... But that's if you want to really refine things with a specific armor set, with a specific armor build. The guns don't drop specifically from any specific bosses. You're going to get random guns from everybody. So it's not... You don't got to be specifically go to different zones and play the same thing over and over to get an infinity pistol or to get a certain assault rifle or to get whatever. It's not quite the same. So it's not as bad as that as far as that goes. But that's it for me. I gotta drop out. I gotta eat some food and finish up and get to bed. If you see me on tomorrow or the next day or whenever, by all means. No, not really. You get to this point in the story. You have to finish the story to get to this. So it's not like a level issue. It's a story issue. Once you unlock the story all up to this point, which at your level, continuing on, like, it should be a breeze. It should be a breeze now, the more you go. So, but anyway, I'm out. I'll see you later. Like I said, if you see me on again, definitely feel free to drop in. I don't mind. I'll try to keep my party open. No, you don't really need to. You can, but you don't need to. You're going to get all kinds of gear and things throughout the story. The story will drop things naturally without having to do these missions. These missions are just, again, for refining your character class. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for playing. I'll see you and I'll see all you watchers next time.